Cancer, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of February. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and we're going to be doing the tarot readings at the end, so you want to stay all the way through the video for that, all the way through the reading. It will be timestamped, so you can jump from one to another. It's not a problem. Now, let's get straight in there. We did do the collective reading as well, which came out on Sunday, so you may want to have a... It was a long one, but it was brilliant. Really good reading. Really loved doing it. Okay, let's just see how that ties in with your energies here. So here we have your root chakra. Now, everybody's been getting this on the left-hand side. Very well formed, very well defined, if anything but compressed more than anything else. So there seems to be kind of like a general sensation of, I'm not gonna move too quickly at the moment. I want to see what's going on in the world before I sort of jump ship or change avenues or sell the house or buy a new house or invest in this. Very sort of cautious in a way. So just resting on the foundations that you have going forward. It seems to have set a plan of action within you and with everybody else. But if we go on to the right hand side, now this is where we get a little bit more sort of movement. Like there's a little more give in the spring in the chakra. Not as much as a lot of other signs, but certainly a lot of give. And I think this comes into the social aspect of your life as well. I think that might be slightly changing at the moment, or just repositioning more than anything else. The foundations of what really triggers or gets you going in your social life, in your emotional life, in your spiritual life, in your energetic life. Just sort of like repositioning a little bit, and this is what February is all about. It's all about repositioning for what is coming through in the beginning of March, and there seems to be a learning process tied into every single reading that I've done so far. There is a particular card that's been coming up in everybody's reading, and I would like to see whether it comes up in yours. So there is this learning process, and I think it's tied into our relationships, our emotions, how we set ourselves, how we position ourselves with other people that are around us. Let's just go into your sacrum as well. Okay, so there is a lot of administration, a lot of work going on in your life. You seem to be sort of knocking one day down after the other in a way. It's like, there's no rest for the wicked. I don't know if you're wicked or not, but... it's that whole idea that you keep going, you keep moving on, and it almost sort of like feeds into you, and it becomes a bit of a rut in a way. So I would be conscious of that sort of pleasure that you can get out of life, the pleasure that you have in life. If you want to go to a concert or go singing or go to the cinema or go and visit people, I would follow the offerings that life give you, but also it'd be good for you to offer to life itself as well, because you need to stimulate the right hand side of your sacrum. It could be as well the fact that we're going through this positioning scenario in February, and that's going to take up a lot of our time, so that's obviously going to force a little bit more sort of emphasis on the left hand side of our body, and certainly within the left hand side of our root and our sacrum as well. Let's get into your solar plexus. Let's see what's going on there. So on the solar plexus, everybody's been having this. There's been a particular situation in regards to the solar plexus where either it's been fusing with the heart, quite literally fusing, or the solar plexus is being pushed round and pulled into that administration stuff of life, and it's making all work and no play makes somebody a dull person. I don't know who it was, I forgot what the name is, but it's got that certain aspect to it. So I would yes, it's probably to do with that repositioning, so I would concentrate on that, but just be aware of that you don't lose your footing in the month of February, that you kind of, at the end of February, you look up and you kind of go, where did everybody go? Sort of scenario. I would be just very conscious of that. Okay, let's see what's going on in your heart chakra. So the outside of it is very nice. there isn't a great deal of socialization, socializing within your heart chakra. There's not a lot of mingling going on around it. Probably the least I've seen on all the other signs. But your heart is definitely full. It's not overwhelmed, but it's definitely full. There's a lot of energy in the exterior part, and how the heart has been separated, which we went into on the collective reading. And the interior of your heart, there's still a lot of emotions. I think we went into it on your weekly reading about that, and it's possible that that's coming. It seems to be. I think if I'm right, if I think I am right. Of course I do. I'm a Capricorn. I think I'm right in sort of saying that there was stuff, that long term or deep emotions that need to be brought to the surface, that need to be dealt with, and it appears to be happening at the moment. And that's what could be forcing your solar plexus to be pulled slightly to the left, and etc. And less socializing, more organization, as it were. But it certainly seems to be. You seem to be dealing with it in the month of February. Let's just see what's going on the third eye and the throat chakra. Yeah, that's that communication coming through. It's slightly longer than the third eye. Really beautiful, relaxed position, actually. And within that relaxed position, your throat chakra is slightly protruding further away than the third eye chakra. Normally it's the other way around. But this, it's in this position here. So there is a lot of good communication. There's clear thinking. There's clear communication as well. There's understanding of within that communication with other people. And in that communication, this is also, obviously, it's not just talking, it is also listening. And this seems to be a fair exchange, a fair communication between you and others that are around you. You're in a good state in order to do that. And that's what that expression of the heart is all about. The crown chakra, very nice. I think probably the best one I've seen for the month of February. It looks really nice. There was another one that was quite nice as well. I've forgotten who that was. But, no Cancer, you get it. It's the best. It's very vase-like. So like a classic Greek vase, and almost like a cup. So obviously there is, your consciousness will be drawn to that heart scenario, because it is like a cup, and the heart is connected to the cups and etc. So you're going to be probably drawn. Your consciousness is probably going to be drawn to your heart situation. Okay. In general, though, it's all very good. I want to have another look at that solar plexus there, because that's the one that's been causing a lot of complications. There is not actually a fusing with the heart, there's only been 2 or 3 that's been like that, but they've all been pulled over to this side. That's one thing I will say. And, I know chakras have a pulsating energy that goes around it, so it gives that illusion that it's actually spinning, but it's not. It's just it's like watching a light go round and round and round. The light itself is not physically going round. It's just the lights that are going like that as it goes round. So you get the impression that the light is going round and round. And so it's a similar sort of thing with chakras. It is well defined. I just want to have a look at your digestive system. Let's just have a look at that. Okay. Yeah, there's certain things that, I think it's because you've had a lot on your plate. So you haven't been able to express yourself over the last month and a half or whatever. And because you haven't been able to express yourself, you've had to just sort of like suck it up. And that's coming out at the moment. But let me just have a look at your liver. A little bit of a liver flush would be quite good. Lemon juice and hot water sort of scenario on an empty stomach would be quite good. it's not bad at all, but it's, you know, just needs a bit. Let's have a look at your gallbladder and everything like that. Don't regret anything in life. No point. You're wasting your time. You've got plenty of time to regret afterwards. Don't worry about it. Get on with living. In the meantime, don't regret. No, je ne regrette rien. No. Yeah. So I got caught between sort of Louis Armstrong and Edith Piaf there. Really, didn't sing it my best, but anyway. Yeah, don't regret anything. If I was you, Cancer, yeah, just allow it to sort of like flow through you, as it were. So you're not sort of causing too much, what do you call it? Calcification within any organs or complications within your joints and stuff like that, you know. So just watch out for that. Make sure you drink enough water and everything like that, you know, and get a bit of movement going on as well, just to get the circulation going. That would really help it out. Okay, so I'll just leave the physical side. We will be doing much more physical readings in the future, but for the time being, let's just get onto your aura. Let's just see what's going on here. There's a real movement on your aura. What is going on there? There is a transition. It's almost as if, like, it's a bit like a snake shedding its skin, I guess. Not that you're a snake, of course. Although you could be, you know, if you want to be a snake. Snakes are lovely things. Like every other animal, really. You just got to treat them right. You know. But yeah, it seems like you're growing a new aura. It's an anomaly that I've seen in pretty much all the signs as well, and I think this has to do with that February anomaly, which I keep talking about in the early part of the year. It's that positioning. It's almost just like reconfigurating your aura to you know, confront this beginning of March situation, which is going to be like a release, I think, as far as I can tell. A very good scenario. And that could be that shedding of that skin and the new you that is coming to the surface. And it's really there. Much more advanced than all the other signs that I've seen. I'm going to do an investigation on that. I want to do an investigation on the solar plexus and the heart chakra, and I'll try and put out a video just explaining what I've been discovering on it, you know, and see what you think, and, you know, give me your feedback. So yeah, apart from that, it's really nice. I don't, you know, my brother used to have a boa constrictor. He used to have a big snake, and you know, when it was used to be shedding its skin, his eyes used to go a bit milky and it used to get a bit ratty. Yeah, I'm not saying you're annoyed, Cancer, at all, but I just think you could be just a little bit sort of by life, in a way, you know. I'm just kind of going, oh, I just want to get this skin off. Sort of scenario, get out of it. It'd be absolutely nice. Did we actually look at your crown chakra? I'm not sure. We did. We did with the vase and everything like that. We got that. Yeah, right. Okay, that was fine. Okay, so yeah, so that's your aura. Apart from that, though, it does really sound nice. It, you know, feels nice. It looks good. And you've got this new sort of vibration that's coming in, this whole transition. Let's just see what's going on with your tarot cards now. So you've got the overall energies, the karmic messages on the relationship side and on the financial side. Then we've got week 1, week 2, week 3, and then week 4 at the end there. Okay, so the overall energies that are coming in for you. It's putting things. It's like you're putting things out on a table to see what you've got. So there's no missing or messing about with anything. You know, it's clarification. Hierophant. Everybody's got the Hierophant. Well, that's not true. Capricorn didn't have the Hierophant. but you've had the Hierophant. Every lot of other signs have had the Hierophant, and it's all about learning. So this is the teacher in the tarot card, but it's also a case of learning, of fabricating those steps in order to get to your dreams and aspirations. That's what it's all about, and it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. It's usually built around the trilogy, sort of like energy or God, if you like, sort of child and Holy Spirit, as it were, that sort of thing, or sort of body, mind, and soul, if you like. It's that trilogy, that perfection of the triangle or the pyramid, and he is very pyramidal. He's got that sort of shape to that card, but it's learning about how to put into place. This is what the overall energy is putting into place your dreams and aspirations on a very logical and physical level, really, but there's a lot of emotions in there. Let's just see what the karmic message is for your relationship side. Better out than in. Better out than in. That's what it sort of says. Yeah, I think this has to do with those emotions in the heart and stuff like that. Nurturing yourself. That's also come up as well. Nurturing yourself. And I think this is the repositioning in the month of February for yourself is how you reposition yourself. And in order to do that, you've got to allow yourself to grow. It's got to give that space for you to grow. And this may be, getting caught in your own sort of mind, as it were, and stuff like that. And, just recognizing things within yourself. Let's just see what's going on the financial front. It's like you've been going down a road for a long time. Apparently that wants to just come out. You've been going down the road for a long time, and all of a sudden you're going to notice that there's like a slip road off to a really big road that you can kind of go, I can get there a lot quicker with that one. And sometimes that's not the best method, but this time here I think it is. All of a sudden it's like you're moving from a slow country road, and then you're getting onto the freeway, onto the motorway, sort of scenario. Yeah, I think you're saying it's the end of the difficult times, end of being on that country road and the free open road, and it's learning to sort of say goodbye to those difficult times. Let go. I think I said that to you earlier on. Your karmic message here is on the financial sort of side is don't try and right the wrongs, I think, although it may have been painful for you and difficult for you financially and stuff like that, all over the place, all over the shop here. There's loads here. Where are they gone? Let me just collect them. Oh. Yeah, got every single one. Call to a mission. And you seem to have the Devil, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So walking away from the complications, I think this is what is it. If you've been sold a short deal, don't go back. Don't ever go back. And maybe it's understanding that and stop fighting it, because that keeps you in it. So a case of just kind of going, yeah, whatever, walk away, and you're done and dusted. And all of a sudden that pain will stop. Financially, it's just a case of that, of just letting go of past failures in the way. Not necessarily yours, but just past failures within the physical world. These cards really want to fly. What are you doing to me, Cancer? Gee whiz. Right, let's get on to the first week here. I think it was that Ten of Swords you didn't like, isn't it? Actually, I think it's quite a good thing, because it's the end of something. That's the thing. And you've got to realise that. I think it's already ended for a long time. Something has been organised and it's been done. It's now done and dusted, and it's now got to be done and dusted within you. Let go so you can let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. Right, let's get on to the first week within your relationships. I think you're going to realise within you what relationships are detrimental to you or absorbing you, and what makes you excel, expand, live, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's the happiness after difficulty card. And so I think this ties in possibly to that side there, but I think it's a realization in you what makes, if I was in a relationship or if I was in something, yeah, you're going to invest in that relationship. But if you find yourself investing, it's going to make life really difficult. And eventually you're just going to kind of go, stop. And that's the end of the difficulty and moving on to happiness. Let's just see what's going on the first week in your financial sort of side. Seems to be a fair exchange. There seems to be, a fair exchange. I think you're really receiving more than anything else. The end of that difficult time and into the lovers. All of a sudden, I think this is where there's a fair exchange, which you're going to really enjoy. And I do believe you're receiving as well something. Like it's either you sold something or you're getting a new job, or and you're starting to love life or the idea of work and stuff like that. It's that is the end of it. You've got to let go of it. It's done and dusted. It's already done in your life. Stop harping back to it in a way. Is it they say stop being a harpy? I found out what a harpy was the other day. Well, it's quite some time ago. I can't quite remember. If you remember what a harpy is, please put in the link in the description below or the comments below, because it's a very interesting sort of tale, the harpy, I think. Let's just see what's going on the second week. Yeah, this is where the anomaly comes into play. I think on this side here, I think you're going to realise the realization is that is coming within you. It's now, you've got to act upon that realization, that understanding that you've got to act upon the situation. And that can be a little bit tricky from sometimes. Yeah, you got to take a leap of faith. It's that idea of acting upon realizations. You don't necessarily know how it's going to pan out. But if you're nurturing, people around you, even if it's nurturing to sort of say goodbye, or nurturing to sort of open doors, or nurturing the family, or transition within the family, or friends and stuff like that, whatever it is, it's a bit of a leap of faith. And I think this is where you're going to be actioning that leap of faith. Let's see what's going on in your sort of financial sort of side, your job or your business and your projects. Opening, I said earlier on about putting things on the table. It's like you're opening up a shop, or you're putting things on sale. I'm not sure. I don't think it's like a house or something like that. I really think it's almost like you're engaging with the job or the project or the business that you're sort of setting up. Yeah, it's engaging with other people that are around you, I think. It's putting your expertise on the table. It's putting your expertise, your wares, and that's what the Three of Pentacles is about, is working with others. It comes nicely off the back of the Lovers, because you'll be enjoying what you do, and that will feed into the people around you, which will ultimately then feed back into you. So yeah, it's working in harmony, and it's work well done. And I think you're going to be really not just proud of yourself, but pleased with how it's going on. Let's just see what's going on in the third week. So we're moving closer to the end of the month where we get the March sort of changes. Let your hair down. Let your hair down. Is that song? If it wasn't, I've just made one up. But yeah, it's letting your hair down. Letting your hair down. Ten of wands. They've got long hair, haven't they? You know, and they have let their hair go. Let's be honest. They've let their hair go. But let your hair down. It's let go of those. You can't carry the world upon your shoulders. And that's what that 10 cups is. And maybe that's into that. That is really the difficulty of that sort of like 10 of cups as you're moving through that. And it's the aspiration in the first week, the realization as you move forward. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. It's either preparation as in sort of like doing certificates, getting contracts, or marking down sales, marking down clients, or organizing, putting down a work list and stuff like that. But it's feeding your foundation basically. The High Priestess, that has been really a lot with other people as well. It's using your intuition. Maybe it is noting down things of what works, what doesn't work. And it could be streamlining this business or new job or this direction that you've taken, which involves other people. And it's that whole possible realization. Look at it. I've just realized you've got 3 10s on the table. You've got the 10 of cups, 10 of swords, 10 of wands. There's a lot of ending stuff coming on here. A lot of end of cycle sort of thing. The end of woes and worries, the painful ending, the labouring ending, and the ending because you're moving on to something very happy. And I think that's what you're nurturing as it goes up through your Hierophant. And here on this side here is using your intuition, being very sort of very smart when it comes down to business, noting things, that sort of thing. I think it's going to help you progress a lot within your life. Let's just see what the fourth week is in the emotional sort of side. Happiness, sunshine, bring it on. Let's get it on. There you go, 9 of cups. Lovely, like that. All of a sudden, you're going to realise, because you've unladened yourself in the third week, all of a sudden, you're going to realise that there's a lot of lovely things and relationships that are around you to be had. And you're going to be really opening up by the end of that. And I think that March thing that comes through, as I said, is going to be a liberating thing. And it's going to open up lots of angles and avenues to you. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. There's a key. Someone's giving you a key to a house. They're giving it to you. So there was a definite offering coming in. And on this card here, I don't think it's just an offering of love. I think it's a love in respect of you really enjoy what you do, and you enjoy connecting with other people. But at the same time, you've got that contract on there, which this is what maybe this key is all about. Opening the doorway, or opening the possibilities for a new job, new business, new way of doing things. It's very prosperous for the future. It's going to take some work, and I tell you what, March is going to be a humdinger of a month, a real humdinger of a month. Let's just see what the beginning part of March is all about. Tower, and everyone. Hang on a second. Cancer. Everybody's had the Tower, right? That's what this is all about. The past, and I think the Tower is getting rid of old ways of thinking, getting rid of old belief systems, getting rid of old ways of doing things. It's going to be a brilliant moment, a really joyous moment, that Tower moment. I really do believe that. And that is absolutely brilliant for you, because that's going to light that fuse, which is going to propel you into a beautiful future. Okay? So there you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being here with us. And if you've come this far, if you're not subscribed, how can you not be subscribed? You must be subscribed. Share this video across all the social media platforms, because it will help everybody to get on the same plane, as it were. And we'll build a beautiful, beautiful world together. Okay? So there you go, Cancer. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.